What's good, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Just made some money today. Went to the gym today. Got a cut for me. Feel good. Took my cold shower today. I want to make this video before I go to sleep. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the importance of separating in order to elevate. Without separation, there's no elevation. In order to elevate, you must separate. What does that mean? What that essentially means is that in order for you to get better in your life, or to see a positive change in any aspect of your life, you need to separate yourself from. You need to separate yourself as a whole from the things that you're indulging in that may be a vice and not helping you whatsoever. Right? In order for you to really get better, you need to actually envision, right, you getting better. So if you want to, like, let's say, for example, if you want to make more money, right, you got to, okay, step back, right, mentally, step back from your job and, like, okay, you got to look at it from an outside perspective. You got to ask yourself, how can I make more money at this job, or how can I get another job that pays me more, right? And that's just one aspect. That's just like job and money. Your friends. In order for you to elevate, you must separate from your friends that are not helping you at all. So the reason why a lot of people continue to stay with these bad influences of people is because, one, they're either comfortable, like unconsciously they're comfortable being in that scenario. It's a comfort zone for them. It's comfortable being there. It's a comfort zone, right? So once you're comfortable in a specific point, right, you don't want to change. If you're comfortable in a spot, like let's say I'm sitting down on a couch and I'm comfortable, I'm chilling, I'm not gonna want to move. Why would I want to move if I'm comfortable on the couch, just chilling, watching whatever? Even though I don't really watch TV, I'm just giving you a scenario. Why would I move, right? And one, like I said, people are comfortable. Two, people are scared of being by themselves and being alone. A lot of people are scared of being by themselves because they built that dependency of being around people and getting that attention and that that validation. It just they're not used to being with themselves. I'm used to being with myself. You can ask anyone. I'm always by myself. And I don't ever get like anxious. I don't get worried. Like I've been with myself for such an extended period of time that I'm comfortable, just being by myself for a long time. I don't need to, have anyone around me for me to like feel anything. Like I all I need all I need is a book, a few books, and that's pretty much it. Like I don't need my phone. I don't even have social media on my phone. I deleted that. I download it here and there. I'm separating myself from social media because when you're on social media for a prolonged period of time, even if you don't think you are, you compare your life to others, therefore making you less grateful for what you have in your life because you're comparing what that person has and what that person has, and they seem happier, when in reality there's no such thing as someone having a perfect life. There's always something wrong with someone's life. Even if you can't see it through a post, it's always everyone is always dealing with something. Even if it's this small, everyone's dealing with something. So yeah, I'm separating from social media, and a whole bunch of other things. But I'm not talking about me in this video. I'm talking about you. In order for you to elevate in your life, you need to separate yourself from the things that you're doing. Right? you can't go back to, like, and even when you do elevate, you're gonna have to realize that that bridge back to your old life is burned. Like, once you turn back, the old world is burning, because you've made that next step to your new life, pretty much. And that cycle never ends. Like, you're always gonna be stepping into something, with a higher level of understanding of consciousness. So you're gonna always be stepping into something new, and then looking back, and the old world is burning. You can't go back to old world, because you now know what you know, right? And you get better and better. Okay, worlds burn, and it's just keep on going up from there. You always get better. But the thing is but that's when you actually make the commitment to actually step forward into that new life. The problem is when people see that what they have to do in order to get better, the bridge is right there, right? They're halfway on the bridge, halfway on the bridge to go to the other side, but at the last second they hesitate, they stop walking forward, and they take a few steps back, and they're like, nah, I don't think I want to go. So they go back to the old world, going back to the old ways, doing the same thing, smoking and drinking. And don't get me wrong, you can do all that stuff, but at the same time, if you don't have your life together, why are you doing that? Like, I stopped smoking, I don't drink. I might try it when I'm older, when I'm when I have my life together. But I don't need that stuff to make me happy. And when you hesitate in the step to go to that new life, and you go backwards, what are you doing? The Brit, like, you see where you have to go, you see the next steps you must take to get to elevate. But when you see it, and you turn your head away from it, and you ignore it, kind of, then that's the worst thing you can do, because you literally see it, but instead of taking the action because you're scared or whatever it may be, or you're comfortable, you go back to the old life. You cannot be scared to take those next steps. You can't be scared to be by yourself. You cannot be scared to be by yourself. Like I said, in order to elevate, you must separate. And I'm telling you, as you're on this journey of becoming better, you're gonna see people falling out of your life left and right. Like, the old friends, the old way of doing things is gonna be old. They're gonna be they're dry. They're wrinkly. Like this, you can't do nothing with that. They're dry. It literally shriveled up. There's nothing to do with that. So the one thing you can do is pick it up, throw it in the garbage, or throw it out the window. Because the only way for you to get better is to just get rid of it. If you know it's not helping you, what are you doing? If you know it's gonna hurt you in the future, if you know it's not bettering you, and you consciously don't want to take the action to throw it away, to throw it to the side, because you're addicted, or because I don't believe in that. I mean, I can't really say, but addiction to me is just pretty much saying, right, is that you do not have enough strength. You do not have enough strength to get over whatever you're addicted to. Don't blame anyone for your addiction. It's your fault. You got to that point, you can get out of it. If you got yourself into it, you can get out of it. All it is mental strength. That's all it is. Mental fortitude. So you got to separate yourself from that. It might be hard, but it is what it is. That's what life is. Life is not easy. Life is not simple. Like, the more tough and difficult things you go through, the better your life will be. That's it's simple, because you're experiencing that war, that fight to bust through that shit. And once you do, boom, new level of you know, understanding and consciousness and excellence. But it never ends. There's never an end point. You can always get better. So without separation, there's no elevation.